好，欢迎收看这一期的健康是福。人体内铁含量过低，不但会造成身体疲乏，还会带来脱发，尤其是女性朋友们深受铁缺乏症的困扰。这一期我们有请专家为朋友们介绍一下神奇植物小球藻在帮助人体补铁方面所起到的重要作用。
It's interesting because the whole day fatigue for women is often more a female hormone related issue. And that morning fatigue, just not being able to get out of bed, is often a thyroid related issue. However, that afternoon fatigue, that's iron. So again, a lot of doctors will just check the blood count and it'll look normal. I check the serum iron level and I check the iron storage form called ferritin. So the ideal number for ferritin in my practice for my patients is 70. Iron pills are nice, but a lot of women, they cause constipation, or some of my patients don't want to swallow a pill at all. So again, a great go-to for my women with iron deficiency or suboptimal iron storage levels is chewing their sun chlorella. So a lot of times I'll tell them, start with your 1 serving a day, do that, and then increase to 2, 3, because sometimes it upregulates their digestion so much that they're like, oh, what's going on? And they're just surprised. I'm like, well, going to the bathroom once or more than once a day is actually normal, and before you were not normal. So, but it's an education with people. But definitely taking sun chlorella can increase women's iron storage, like their ferritin level. And among the problems with low ferritin, which again, this is the iron storage, is fatigue, especially that afternoon, like, between noon, after, noon hits, that rest of the day, that afternoon, they just feel fatigued, can really help that. And another area, which is complicated, but it's relevant, is hair loss. So women will say, I'm losing my hair, or its hair is thinning, or it's becoming more sparse. If their iron level, again, this storage form of ferritin, is below 70, when I get them on iron, they get better and their hair gets improved. Obviously, I check other problems, big problems for hair loss. And if they don't have that and the only thing they have wrong is this iron, when we replace the iron and get it up to these really robust levels, they get better. I have one patient, she has a lot of issues, but she'll actually have to go get intravenous iron from her doctor. But in between, I keep her on sun chlorella. So she'll get the level up, but to maintain that level, I can use sun chlorella. And when she gets her level up, her hair gets to its normal amount of how it's growing in, its thickness, and not losing it. Constipation in women is a big problem. I definitely see constipation and general GI problems, digestive problems in my patients. Why does it happen? Some of them have undiagnosed low thyroid disease. Some of them don't drink any water. Some of them don't exercise. And some of them just have really poor diets, because you need some fiber to keep your digestion moving along. You need water. If you don't have water, it just, your whole system, your whole body really shuts down, but your digestion really needs water. And some people say constipation, and that they're also having other things. That's the thing they're coming and complaining about. But then when you talk to them more, they're having, burping. They might be having gas. It's like they're not really digesting their food well. So one nice thing to start with, as we've talked about, drinking more water. So if they can get in, their 6 to 8 glasses of water, excellent. If they're exercising, that's great. If not, even doing that a 30-minute, power walk where they're really just focusing on walking, getting a little sweat going, that's great. If they can't go out for a walk at their lunch break, go up and down the stairs in their building, like something, but every day. So you get the water, the exercise, and then you need fiber. So ideally, you want to eat, fruits and vegetables and salad, maybe some whole grains. If you're going to eat, grains, you don't want a lot of just bread and pasta. But then, so say they're traveling or they're just eating poorly, where are they going to get their fiber? And where are they going to get their nutrients? So a serving of sun chlorella, 6 of the large tablets or, 6 to 12 of the tiny tablets, that is equivalent to one nice serving of a vegetable. So if they're not going to get their, 3/4 cup of cooked broccoli, oh, well, then let's get their sun chlorella, because they're getting their fiber, they're getting their nutrients, and that fiber, along with the water and a little bit of exercise, is going to push their digestive tract through. So my patients who take sun chlorella say they feel their digestion is better, that they don't get bloating and stomach aches like they used to, that they don't have the same gas that they used to, and that they don't have the same burping. I think a lot of women who are mothers and who work put themselves last. They're kind of taking care of everybody else. So they often, are eating maybe some food they fixed for their kid, or they're eating what their kid didn't finish. So I think their diet sometimes isn't as good, their stress is higher, their water intake is less, their exercise is less. So they're kind of suboptimal of all the good things they could be doing for themselves, they're not. So again, with having a stressful lifestyle for a woman, again, who might be doing lots of stuff, juggling lots of hats of being mom, wife, going to work, household member, taking care of the pets. So I think if they can at least keep their nutrient levels at the best they can be by supplementing and taking a superfood like sun chlorella 3 times a day, it's helping them manage their lifestyle, their deficits from their lifestyle better. But I definitely think, women who are in a modern society and modern roles have a lot of stress thrown at them. The endocrine system is really interesting. So let's talk about thyroid, for example. So everybody has a thyroid gland, and it should be making thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone we need to think, to have cognition, to figure things out. We need it for the energy, the metabolism, the cell in every cell in the body. The metabolism is based on thyroid. To keep our weight normal, we need a healthy thyroid. And getting up in the morning. Without having thyroid hormone, it's very hard to get up in the morning. And people who have thyroid disease and just no good thyroid hormone, they might get fibromyalgia because they're getting a little bit of swelling that you can't see, but it's microscopic swelling in the joints and the muscles of their whole body. For your endocrine system to function, you need a lot of different vitamins and a lot of different minerals. For instance, for thyroid gland, you need some vitamin A and vitamin C and some zinc, and you also need a little selenium and iodine. So the first 3 that I mentioned are in good amounts in the sun chlorella, especially if you get those 3 full servings a day. And you're eating somewhat healthily too is always a good start. For your adrenal glands, you need a lot of the B vitamins and vitamin C and a little vitamin A. So sun chlorella has all of those. So for your adrenal gland, definitely taking sun chlorella, you're giving a boost so that factory for your adrenal gland and your adrenal hormones can make the end product.
小球藻不但铁含量高，而且是高纤维食品，在帮助人体改善贫血和补铁方面可谓是好处多多。下面是我们的小球藻厨房时间，一起去看一看这一期的健康食谱。